Alright everyone, I want to make sure this thing is recording because the last video was actually taking a picture instead of a video, and I was just talking and nothing was happening, so we're good to go here. The topic is that it's hard out here for a songwriter, and it really is. I've been trying to get my works off the ground for several years, since 2020, maybe 2019 at the earliest, somewhere around there. But I just can't get my works off the ground. I have exceptional works. I write primarily for R&B, rap, and pop in that order. And I'm sure I can do more genres, but those are the main big three that I'm focused on right now. And all my music is, I'm gonna put in the description too, but it's on my YouTube page, it's on my IG, it's on my website as well. So I've written demo songs that are, I like to become a ghostwriter, by the way, and I've written demo songs that are meant for LMA and Alicia Keys and Bruno Mars, and I've created demo tracks and paid professional demo artists for it. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe my work, and feel free to donate as well. But I tried a site called the Taxi site before, and which is highly recommended to me. But there was a point in time where I was actually, I don't know about offered a contract, but the guy wanted to pay me for my works, and it went through it. It passed through on a positive note, but something told me not to sign it, because I know I'm worth a lot more than what he was truly offering. And yeah, it may have gotten my works off the ground, but I'm looking at this long term too. So I denied it. I didn't go with it. I would much rather get the right offer, even if I have to struggle and put in more work, which is what I've been doing consistently over the years. Obviously, is 2025 now compared to back then when I took ghostwriting seriously back in 2019 or 2020, somewhere around there. So I've been writing for several years, and a true chosen one is hated in our hometown, and I'm a prime example of that. That's why I moved the hell out of my hometown, and I'm probably never going back unless I'm visiting to see my favorite sports team, the Cleveland Browns, which is the season is starting up soon, so go Browns. Even though I've had many heartbreaks, and that's a rough life right there. Being a Browns fan throughout all the heartbreaks, and being a songwriter on top of that, which is it's hard out here for a songwriter. So, but things are changing around, at least for my team. But that's a topic for another discussion. But I couldn't even get anybody to even share my work. Even though my work is exceptional, I can't even get anyone to listen to my work. And even if they did listen to my work, I have so many damn ops to the point that they wouldn't share it anyway. Like I said, I'm the chosen one. I'm hated in my hometown. That's why I moved out of my hometown and moved to a different state entirely. And I'm still new to this state, but it's been rough here. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'm broke. Spent all my money to make the adjustment just to come here, but I had to do what I have to do. I'm chasing after my dream, and I have no regret in doing so. I would much rather chase after my dream that I know is very much realistic for me, very well possible, than to stay in my own town and just perish there. I would much rather go after my dream, and if I have to perish after my dream, so be it. But that's not going to be the case, because I have faith in what I do. I know my works are exceptional, and I know this can be done. I know it can be done. So be sure to check out my YouTube page. Obviously, you're on it. Share. Likes are okay, but I prefer shares. That way the word can get out there. And I'm the songwriter of these projects. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get the works into the right hands, and that's what I've been doing for years, trying to get my works into the right hands. I'm working on many different projects. I'll have to do another video on that, but my goal is to write a lot of hooks. I can write whole songs too, because the demos I wrote were I'm the sole songwriter, so I can write the whole song anyway. Exceptional work, great works. I prefer to, let my work speak for itself, so you'll have to check it out. Listen to the first, 15 seconds of the song. If you don't like it, then pass on it. But I would suggest to listen to a little bit of it and go from there. And I thank you for your time for that. If you like it, definitely not only share, but give some donations as well. I'll really appreciate that. Definitely, donations have come a long way for me. And right now I'm in the process of writing hooks for a lot of different artists. So off the top of my head, I'm writing a project for Chris Brown. I'm writing a project for The Weeknd. I'm writing a project for Neo. I'm writing a project for LMA, Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige. The list goes on. Yes. I was about to say several, but I'm sure it's many different projects, because I have them all on my other phone right here. And lately I've been writing hooks, so I will write at least 10 different hooks. 10 hooks, or 10, I would say 10 hooks would put that particular project into the completion stage, because 10 tracks will give you an album, and an EP is 6 tracks. So if I could do at least 10 strong hooks for that particular project, I'm good to go. And that is what my primary focus on right now for all these different projects. Not just R&B, but rap too. So I've been writing all this for now. So I want I want my works to speak for itself. But like I said, I also have demos as well. Be sure to check those out. And that's the proof right there that I can actually be a great songwriter, an exceptional songwriter. I'm pretty much like a perfectionist. I'm not. I put a lot of thought, creativity into my works. And if it's not at least a decent track, I don't really want it. I prefer strong and great and exceptional works. And that's the way I move as a songwriter. So that's pretty much the video. I like, share, subscribe, donate. I appreciate that. Get the word out there. Thank you very much.